2/3 of people nowadays show overt signs of posture prolapse. What that means is that they're losing the secondary curves of their body and they're shrinking back into that shrimp-like fetal position that we're born into the world with. This type of postural deterioration doesn't just look bad, but we can actually use it to predict health problems down the line. Now, the most common health problems that accompany posture prolapse are pain. You have things like chronic pain syndromes in the neck and back. You have chronic muscle strain, disc herniations, nerve compression syndromes like carpal tunnel. Thankfully, before you get to these really serious health conditions, there are little signs along the way. Things like loss of functionality, decreased range of motion, stiffness, difficulty doing your activities of daily living. And the good news is, if you catch it in these earlier stages, it's way easier to nip in the bud and get your body headed in the right direction. And that's the subject of today's video. I want to share with you one simple strategy that you can use every single day to help maintain the normal secondary curve in your back. So let's get into this. The movement that I'm going to show you today is called the press up, and it's a super gentle, easy mobilization for the lower back that helps to restore the normal lordosis, the normal secondary curve to your spine. The only thing that you're going to need to perform this movement is a comfortable surface that you can lie face down on. So, starting off in a face down position, your hands are going to be positioned along your sides, palms down, as if you were performing a push-up. From here, you're going to separate your feet as wide as you can comfortably get, and then point your toes inward, like so. This places your hips into internal rotation and gets your spine ready to go into extension. From here, you're going to completely relax the muscles of your butt, your lower back, and your abdomen. Your arms are going to do 100% of the work. You're going to push down into the floor while keeping the back and the butt relaxed and create a nice big curve in that lower back. You should feel some stretching along the front of the hips here. And possibly in the lower abdomen. Once you're there, just hang out for a couple seconds, breathe deep, allow your pelvis to sink into the ground, and then sink back down. Again, up, pushing with the hands, keeping the lower back and butt muscles and abdominal muscles completely relaxed. Get a nice arc in the back. See that big curve in the lower back? Sink the shoulders down and back. Elongate the neck. Hang out for a couple seconds. Breathe. Allow your abdomen to sink into the floor. And relax back down slowly to the floor. Now, for people who have difficulty with this movement, you have a few options. First, make sure that your feet are positioned as wide as possible. Second, really make sure that your toes are pointed inward towards each other. Once you've done that, if you're still having difficulty, your next option is to move your hand position further forward. So that's what this looks like. Normal hand position is here, further forward hand position out here, and press up. You can see that the arc that's created from having my hands in this position is way less severe. If that's still difficult for you, I would try elbows only. Elbows at 90 degrees and just push up with the elbows. And that can be your starting point. For people that still have difficulty with this movement, I want to give you guys a simple alternative that you can do from a standing position. So come with me and check this out. If you find that the press up is too challenging for you, I want to give you an alternative motion that'll still allow you to drive that important secondary curve into your lower back. This movement is called the standing back bend. To do a standing back bend, just stand with your feet hip width apart, place your hands right on top of the wing bones at your hips, your thumbs are towards the back. Then what you're going to do is apply pressure from back to front with your hands in this direction while simultaneously leaning backwards like so. Exhale on the way back, hang out there for a second or two, and then bring it back. Again, hands on the hips, pushing forward. Exhale, hang out for a second or two, and then come back. There are a few important things to keep in mind when performing the press up. First, this motion has to be pain-free. You should only straighten your arms as much as you can while remaining comfortable in the lower back. If you start to experience discomfort, back off a little bit and then just work with that range of motion. Second, each week you should try and increase your range of motion by 1 to 2 millimeters. So if you can straighten this far in the first week, try to go that far the second week. Really small incremental changes where you're pushing yourself in the direction of the goals. This is going to create the adaptive signal in your body to condition it to expect to go backwards into extension. Now that's going to help drive that secondary curve back into your spine, get you into a more efficient position to resist the pull of gravity and reverse posture prolapse. Thank you for watching this video. If someone you love is suffering from posture prolapse, please share this information with them. And if you're looking for more information on how to permanently fix your posture or overcome chronic pain, check out painfixprotocol.com.